GameTrailers Game of the Year Awards 2013.
To determine the best strategy game of the year, we really had to think about games that made you think. Is the best game the one that makes you think most, or the one that makes you think best? Does Skulls of the Shogun win automatically by virtue of an undead shogun channeling Gary Oldman? Not quite, but there's no doubt that this year's contenders are an exceedingly clever bunch.
I think we just leveled the playing field.
XCOM Enemy Within is an expansion to last year's Game of the Year, but while it doesn't fundamentally change the original structure, its meaningful additions offer a great excuse for another playthrough. Giving up a soldier's humanity for mech suits can be a tough choice, but including this game on the list isn't.
Find character.
With one expansion making the list, it's hard to deny STARCRAFT 2 Heart of the Swarm a place on the list as well, adding a new campaign and making its refined style of real-time strategy more accessible without dumbing anything down. Total War, Rome 2, and Company of Heroes 2 may be true sequels, but they stopped short of meeting our expectations, while STARCRAFT went above and beyond to please not just players, but esports spectators. Looks like the Russians lost out to the Zerg this time. In many strategy games, massive casualties are expected, but in Fire Emblem Awakening, you'll feel every loss. Well, unless you're using the casual difficulty option. Whatever the stakes, consideration of both battle mechanics and personal dynamics will affect your decisions, as characters not only offer each other support in battle, but pair up romantically to bear the next generation of warriors. Few strategy games invite this much investment in individual warriors, and few other games this year put so much care into developing their characters. Pikmin 3 may share a lot of its hybrid plant-man DNA with previous games in the series, but this is a uniquely appetizing fruit lying alongside this year's more traditional weapons of war. Taking direct control of 3 commanders sets up unique scenarios and gives the game that personal touch, but it's the hungry bosses that show off just how beautifully action can bloom on the strategic battlefield.
And the winner is...
Fire Emblem didn't win because it's the only game that lets you create a custom warrior to woo your favorite character on your behalf, but, well, actually maybe it did. Not even XCOM could match the emotional investment we put into Fire Emblem this year, and that made victory via cutthroat turn-based tactics all the sweeter.